Donald Duck's Wild Animal Rescue Adventure. Introduction, Donald Duck's unexpected turn. It was supposed to be a relaxing getaway. Donald Duck had packed his favorite hammock, a stack of comics, and a cooler full of lemonade for a peaceful retreat in the Amazon rainforest. No distractions, no chaos, just me and nature, he quacked confidently as he swung from tree to tree in a guided tour boat. But peace never seems to last long for Donald Duck. One sunny afternoon, while exploring a quiet forest trail in search of exotic birds, Donald heard a strange sound, a soft whimper followed by rustling leaves. Curious, he pushed aside a fern and stumbled upon a tiny baby jaguar tangled in vines, its wide eyes filled with fear. "Ah, poor fella," Donald mumbled, his heart tugged in an unexpected way. As he freed the cub, he quickly realized this wasn't an isolated situation. Nearby were a sloth, a toucan with an injured wing, and two capybaras hiding behind a log. The group huddled together, frightened and clearly displaced. Donald's relaxing vacation had just turned into a wild rescue mission. Donald's first encounters. At first, Donald was less than thrilled. These animals need a jungle, not a duck, he shouted as the toucan perched on his head and the sloth clung to his leg like a blanket. He tried returning them deeper into the forest, but each time he left, the animals would follow him, tugging at his shirt, or squeaking pathetically. His attempts led to hilarious mishaps. The capybaras fell into his hammock and broke it, the jaguar cub kept trying to nap in his backpack, and the toucan wouldn't stop pecking his lunch. "Why me?" Donald quacked in frustration, flapping his arms in classic over-the-top fashion. But slowly, something changed. That evening, as the animals cuddled up near his campfire and he watched the sloth gently nuzzle the toucan's bandaged wing, Donald sighed and muttered, "All right, maybe just for tonight." Unlikely teamwork. The next day, Donald heard rustling deeper in the forest, the unmistakable sound of human voices. But these weren't tourists. They were poachers. Terrified for his new companions, Donald ducked into a thicket and listened as the poachers spoke of capturing rare animals to sell on the black market. "Not on my watch," Donald whispered. Determined to protect his animal friends, Donald sprang into action. Using ropes, banana peels, vines, and even a hornet's nest which ended up backfiring a little, he created traps, distractions, and diversion tactics. It was a wild, slapstick series of events, from swinging across trees to landing in a mud pit, but somehow, Donald managed to outwit the poachers and lead the animals to safety again and again. And along the way, he began to notice how each animal contributed. The sloth, while slow, had incredible climbing abilities. The toucan could scout from above. The capybaras were excellent swimmers and helped him find safe routes through rivers. And the jaguar cub, fiercely loyal and protective. Together, they were a team, a real team. Facing challenges and learning lessons. Navigating the dense rainforest wasn't easy. Rain poured endlessly, turning paths to rivers and trees to slippery towers. Donald slipped, got tangled in vines, was chased by ants the size of peanuts, and yet, he never gave up. As the days passed, Donald learned about the creatures' habitats, diets, and habits. He studied their patterns and used his creativity to solve problems. He even grew to love their quirky personalities. Then one night, around a fire, Donald overheard a ranger speaking on the radio. "Deforestation near the Eastern Trail has displaced multiple species. We're setting up a sanctuary, but we need time." Donald looked at his furry and feathered companions and realized the full impact of human activity on their lives. These animals weren't just lost, they were survivors. It changed something inside him. A triumphant return. Guided by determination, Donald led his new friends to the ranger station. There, he was greeted by local conservationists, who were astonished by his efforts. "Donald Duck, you brought how many animals?" With the help of the rangers, the animals were transferred to a protected sanctuary, free from harm. The cub nuzzled Donald one last time, the toucan let out a grateful squawk, and the capybaras gave him a warm farewell hug. Donald tried not to cry. "I'm gonna miss you guys," he whispered, waving as they were carried into the trees. Conclusion: a feathered hero's message. As Donald boarded the boat home, the forest behind him alive with song and peace, he took a deep breath. The adventure had been chaotic, muddy, and full of unexpected turns, but it had also been meaningful. In a final scene, Donald is seen speaking to kids at a school about endangered animals, with a slideshow of his rainforest adventure. Behind him, a banner reads, "Protect nature. Be the voice for the voiceless." He might not have planned to be a hero that week, but Donald Duck proved that even one determined duck can make a wild difference.